And we are off.
Excellent, thanks Andy, good to see everybody. Here we are for session 2 of our 6-week programme, which Andy has very expertly put together. This is session 2. Andy, what have you got in store for us?
Well, yeah, good to be back, Dom. Seems like an age since we
Here we are again.
recorded session 1. So thank you for joining us on session 2. Session 1 was kind of an intro into the a welcome back to those who are using static bikes for their exercise routine. And the way we structured the workout last time out was to have set blocks of intensity with intermediate blocks of recovery, but we adjusted the resistance on the bikes. So we increased the resistance on our front wheels. In essence, we put the brakes on and then pedalled against it, which means that your legs have to work harder, the cardiovascular system has to work harder, your heart and lungs are starting to call for more oxygen, which is what we need, yeah? And also those legs are getting a workout, those large muscles of the thighs getting a good workout. Today's session is going to be exactly the same profile, exactly the same duration, but instead of increasing the intensity by putting the brakes on, we are going to turn the figs a bit quicker.
What did you call them? Figs?
Figs. The thighs. So and this is something that we've kind of reiterated before in our workouts, is that as you age, as you get older, there's a tendency to kind of to slow down. I think it's quite a slow, it's quite a cliche, isn't it? I'm slowing down. Well, we're not.
We're not having it.
We're not
having it.
We're just not going to put up with it. So we're just not going to slow down. Sorry, officer. So this is about turning the legs a little bit quicker to increase the intensity of the workout. So we're now a couple of minutes into our warm-up, and for those who do our sessions regularly will know that we always have a 6-minute warm-up. So we're a third of the way through, and our resistance level, so my resistance level on the bike is relatively low. When I say relatively low, I know that I can turn my legs in my default speed, which is about this cadence. It just feels like this is where I always am. And I can converse with Dom really, really easily. So this is a really good way of judging where you are on your intensity scale, is that can you hold a conversation with the person next to you? And unfortunately for Dom,
he only says important, clever things. Most of the time, anyway.
Most of the time.
I'm happy to listen to Andy chat. But we are all about this, the RPE, rating of perceived efforts.
Yeah.
And as he says, this is, we're both at nice, gentle 3 to 4.
Yeah.
In terms of how hard it is. We have got, and again, I talk about cadence cam because it's, got a third camera. Hello. Which is demonstrating how quickly our legs are turning.
Yeah.
And it is an obvious but sometimes overlooked means of increasing how hard you're working. It's not just about cranking up the resistance, it's about
putting in a
keeping
bigger
those
gear.
legs turning.
It's about turning those legs faster, and it's a really important thing as you get that little bit older that you keep those hips nice and loose, keep the thighs working, keep those muscles, keep all those fibres nicely toned up. And let's do that by increasing the leg speed, yeah?
Let's do it. Get the old thingies going.
So we're approaching 4 minutes into the warm-up, 6-minute warm-up. And then we're going to go into a 4-minute block at level 5. So when we hit the 6-minute mark, I'll count you down. I want you to increase your leg speed slightly. Not the intensity on the bike, your leg speed, so that you're working that a little bit harder. Yeah, you should find that your body starts to require more oxygen. You might find yourself getting slightly more out of breath. That's a good thing. You should still be able to talk all the way through this workout. There shouldn't be a point where you're literally hanging over the handlebars. That's week 10. Week 10 we get to that point. Right, so let's keep those legs speed. And so legs, you warmed up yet?
No, I think so. The resistance level is a consideration. I've always found it, because speeding up the cadence is a good idea, I understand that, but if the resistance is sufficiently low and your speed, you feel a bit like you're going to take the pedals off.
You're going to spin, yeah.
So you need to get enough resistance, balance, get that balance right.
Yeah, absolutely right. So, yeah, so what Don was pointing out there was you will need enough resistance on the bike so that your legs, you're not over spinning, you're not thinking this is ridiculous.
So I'm just tweaking, just playing with that out of 4, knowing that when we go to 5, the aspiration is that I just increase my legs, don't increase my legs.
And I'm going to do exactly the same, increase the resistance ever so slightly. Now, as we were at 30 seconds to go, I'm starting to relax the upper body, knowing that I've got a 4-minute block of increased leg speed. For those that have not tried this before, it's surprisingly difficult to, not the intensity, but to keep having that mantra to yourself that the leg speed has to be up.
Yeah.
Is that right, Dom?
It is, definitely. I find it very.
So here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
There we go.
Leg speed. There you go.
There you go. Right. There we go. Yes, instantly everything's changed.
So I can instantly hear the tone of both our bikes, the pitch of those wheels increased. Straight away I can hear my breathing having to adjust. And like putting the resistance on the bike, it takes 45 seconds to a minute for your body to register this increase in demand. So don't feel that you have to increase resistance yet if you feel your legs are spinning out. Give yourself a minute or so.
We're only at 5, yeah?
Yeah, only at 5.
Halfway there, so.
It does feel good getting the leg speed.
It does, you're right.
After our last leg speed session, it normally takes me half an hour to walk home. I'm home in 10 minutes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, God.
You
rubbish are they talking about?
You talk up fast and
rubbish
in a high voice.
What rubbish are they talking about now?
Hey. Keep those legs flying along. I like it when I can see Andy turning his head to look to check whether I'm going at the requisite speed. I mean, I think my resistance is too low.
Is it?
I don't know though. Only a 5 then, but that's.
I do like these spin workouts. We've done a few of them now. We've done the ones we recorded for the channel, and then myself and Dom get together and kind of muck about with intensities, and it's really good fun.
Then you can be fooled into thinking it's easy. Just a low resistance, high cadence. It's just not. You've got to concentrate.
You really have. Very easy to let the mind wander. Think about what you're going to have for tea. Are you going to get around to watching that box set sometime soon? Did you lock up before you left home? Oh, it feels good.
Yes, it's great.
This is really good.
Session 2 of a 12 session program over 6 weeks. The idea being that you try and get at least 2 workouts a week in, going from, I don't know, standing start or getting back into it, and by the end of it, Andy's curated program would have whipped you into some kind of shape. That's the plan.
But also, I have to add there, like the moderation is to set yourself the early workouts, and if they're good enough, which by all means they are, you could just do our sessions 1 and 2 until your maker calls, and you'd be fine. You'd be making really good progress. We've added some variety and some increased intensity as the workouts go, but this is session 2 of a 12-week and or 12 sessions, 6-week. This is leg speed. So important. Keep those ankles, knees and hips nice and loose. Okay, the good news is we're just the last 30 seconds of this, which is great, right? Sessions 30 seconds of this block, not 30 seconds of the workout, he says, gargling his words. Okay. Whoa, come on. Last 20 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so audible change on the wheel there.
It's backing off to natural cadence now, yeah?
Back to your natural cadence, yeah. That was good. So we're now down for 1 minute at the top end of our warm-up, about level 4. You remember that, John?
I am indeed, and I mean, you really can feel and hear and see on cadence cam the difference that we're working at now. I feel like because I've been doing this for a while now, and I've got a rhythm now that I feel is
Your default setting.
my default setting, yeah, definitely.
So we're coming out of our default settings in about 15 seconds.
I might word that very fast.
It does go really quick. So in 10 seconds we're going out to a level 6 on the RPE. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
So you're trying to just increase it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it purely by leg speed. Purely by leg speed.
So this needs to be slightly harder than the previous.
Slightly harder, but it's difficult, I know.
Is it?
The idea is if I could do, just increase my leg speed by a couple of RPM over the last block. I know when I'm really kind of cooking it, because I start to bounce around on the saddle.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get to that kind of threshold of losing control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See? Told you weren't giving up.
No.
It's all about losing control.
It's all about losing control. You haven't lost control by the time you're 60. When are you going to do it?
It's time. Woo! 6 out of 10
It's good, isn't it? So level 6, we can talk.
Yeah.
We'd probably rather save our oxygen for the workout.
It's a conversation. There's also a focus on if I start
It really is.
talking, I just forget that I've got to keep my neck moving.
Yeah. We did talk with the idea of having a metronome on these workouts, which you may want to do at home, or if you've got a cadence counter, even better. We were trying to find a way of monitoring, but we just thought the metronome would be all over the place, and there'd be this annoying beep, beep, beep we'd have to factor in. So we've just done it on very much a feel, which again, we're really into. Just how do you feel? Are you pedaling faster? You know yourself well enough to know you're pedaling faster. So, removing kind of, the tech and equipment barriers to exercise, which we're really keen on. Keeping it pared down, simple, functional, reachable.
Ooh. There we go, another acronym.
Yeah.
Right. Keep it going, everybody. You're in a 6 now.
Yeah, another 2 minutes of this level. And again, find yourself drifting off. Just thinking about what Don was saying, acronym, and I picture myself walking in the woods for some reason. And my pedal speed dropped.
Yes, it's true, it doesn't take much. Stay on this. So we need to hear from you guys. Always, we make the call out every time we do a session. Do keep your engagement coming, and we're getting lots and lots of that. Another thing that it's important for us, is that if you can share the workouts with other people who might enjoy them, might benefit from them, and ask them to subscribe to the channel and share it about. Because there isn't lots of content on YouTube or anywhere else that is focused on older people, or not enough.
No.
It's changing,
No.
but this is good quality content that considers your age as well.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
And also, kind of considers your age, but then that's not a limiter.
Yeah.
It's like, right, you've got this much experience, you've maybe got a bit more time on your hands, or you've got the space to do it. Let's get on with it.
Wow, this is good, Andy.
It's good, isn't it? Right, we've got 20 more seconds. Whew. Then we're going back down to a nice comfortable 5 again.
And we're going backing off to our natural rhythm, right?
Yep, backing off on that rhythm. In So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down to 5.
That's where.
Default pedaling speed. So on my bike, I've got quite a clear pitch, audible pitch that I can zone into, and pretty much I know where I am. So this is my default pedaling speed. Although I think after these workouts, I definitely noticed kind of an increase in my ability to spin the legs quicker, which feels so good when you're either on a static bike or out in the hills or on the road or whatever.
Yeah.
So in 20 seconds, Dom, that's gone quick again.
Wow, those minutes fly by. The rest.
In 20 seconds, we're going up to a level 7. So again, I'm just going to do mine by increased leg speed. I'll probably be bouncing around like a bit of an idiot. If I am, then I have to increase resistance. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. Missed that cue there, sorry guys.
A little bit of extra resistance on line 7. Yeah, this is going to be very hard. You've got to really concentrate.
Yeah. Starting to spin.
There's a question for you. And
Thanks.
shouldn't be throwing it in just.
Yeah, wait until the 7 block.
I'll give it.
And then ask me.
Really complicated physiological question. Does it change the shape of your legs if you're, rather than pushing a bigger weight, you're spinning? Presumably, does that mean if you do this a lot, your muscles, the growth in muscle or the change in muscle is different?
I think it works different muscle fibers. This tends to work the kind of endurance fibers.
Okay.
Yeah, those fibers that you use for like long distance running or walking, and
Wow, this is hard, Andy, by the way.
Typically, you've got more of these in your legs than you have the ones that hypertrophy. The kind of ones that if you're pushing big resistance or pushing weights, you can build quickly. Give you those like big split quadriceps that hang over the top of your knee.
Yeah.
You know those?
I do. I've never had one, but oh wow.
You see, I veered off then.
Did you?
I veered off.
Well, I did.
Yeah, the question.
Throw a question at you.
The question. I need to focus.
Sorry.
Focus.
My bad.
Right.
Wow.
Another 2.5 minutes of this. Whoops-de-doo. Keep that leg speed up, Dom.
Yeah.
That's it. That's better. That's better. That's better. This is the fastest your legs should be turning today. Yeah. This is the 7 block.
And as we constantly say, keep the upper body relaxed. But
Yeah.
also, in this, I am rocking left to right.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't be.
Well, you're at the limit of your.
It's because I don't want to push. Yeah, exactly. I'm doing a bit of that, and it's.
Yeah, it happens when you're spinning this fast.
We try and hold the core.
Yeah. Hold the core. It's good coaching points there, Dom.
God, I've learned a few things from you.
Good.
Oh, it's just hard. That's what it is.
Okay, 90 more seconds at a 7. And we've dropped down to a minute block at a 6. If you want to drop down to a 5, but either way, try and get back to your default setting on the pedals at minute 20.
Oh,
How you doing, Dom?
yes, this is good, but it's hard. Just trying to keep my elbows soft as well. Avoid that clenching that tends to
that's
happen.
good.
It's part of the workout.
Yeah, looking good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good style, Dom. Head looking forward and down, elbows soft. Try and keep the core steady. Last minute of this.
Very good.
And then it's a minute recovery. Keep the leg speed up. Don't wander. Don't drift.
Tell you what,
Don't drift.
I was thinking, Andy thinks I'm doing well, and then as soon as I thought that, I
Yeah, as
stopped.
soon as you think it. That lull, isn't it?
This is super hard.
Mentally, it's tough, isn't it?
It is.
Just to hold yourself at that speed when it's above your natural rhythm. Last 30 seconds. Last 20 seconds. You know when I'm counting down from 30 seconds, you know it's starting to bite.
Oh,
Last 15. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow it down. Before cycling. Close as you can to your natural rhythm.
Oh my goodness.
Should be slightly harder than your warm up, but certainly not as hard as the 7 block we've just done. Okay, at minute 21, we go into our final block, which is another 7. I appreciate that's quite tough. If you want to stay at your default pace, that's absolutely fine. It is a tough workout. My legs, I can really feel that in.
Me too, mate.
Really feel that in my legs. Okay, so 20 seconds, 15, and then we go into our final 4-minute block in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's just pick that up.
Let's go. Come on. 4 minutes.
Oh,
4 minutes. Big speed up.
it's only 4 minutes.
Only 4 minutes.
Oh. If you're staying with us here, guys, well done.
I'm going to make sure of this. I'm really going to make sure of this 4 minutes. Feel myself bouncing around a bit on the saddle. I don't want to increase the resistance. I just want to get those legs turning quicker than my default position.
So, another thing Andy's told me is if you can keep your knees aligned, keep them straight underneath your hips.
Yeah.
It will reduce the chances of a left-right bounce.
Yeah.
And it helps the core stay tight.
Yeah, it really does.
It's hard though.
It's hard. Oh man. To adjust my hand position.
And chunk it down.
Tucking in.
As we always say, 4 minutes is a long time. It's just get to the end of the first minute. 1 minute at a time.
That's the first minute done.
I need to feel some of my knees making a few creaks. Oh. Stay with us, everybody.
Yeah, feel myself drifting away there. Next speed up.
So resistance to keep it interesting.
Sure, we could generate a small town.
There must be a way of putting this energy to good use, surely. In this day and age.
All those static bikes around the world. If you've got your bike rigged up to your central heating system or your hot tub or your lighting system or your old valve radio that picks up long wave from Oslo or Helsinki, then let us know. Right. 2 more minutes.
Stay relaxed up the top, if you can. Oh. This is very hard, Andy.
Yeah. Well, we said before, people have commented saying, wow, that was a tough workout. Well, we weren't there. I mean, we were there virtually, but it's because people doing the workouts are kind of following the prompts and then taking themselves to that point. So really well done. If you found it a hard and rewarding workout, it's because you put the work in. We could just give you a demonstration and the prompts and obviously the on-screen graphics help, but it's because you out there in YouTube land and etc. are putting the work in. So really well done. Really well done.
And at least you know, at least I hope you do, that he's working hard. I'm working hard.
Yeah.
This is no punches pulled here.
No.
I'm at a 7 and
we've always said that the core for these workouts is that they're effective for us. So above everything else, they're effective for myself and Dom. And we know they're effective for you. There's no resistance is curtailed, no leg speed shortened, softened, slow. Right, last 30 seconds, then we go into our extended warm down. Last 20 seconds, keep that leg speed up for the last 20 seconds. It's not a sprint finish, but just keep the leg speed up. Last 10 seconds. Woo. Okay, so in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to your default pedaling speed. Oh, oh,
Wow.
oh my. Okay, so from minute 25 to 26, it's default pedaling speed, which is probably going to feel quite slow after that session.
Yeah.
Oh my. Whew. Then at minute 26, we're going to take the resistance, any resistance you have got on the bike, we're going to take that off and do a 4-minute cool down, low or no resistance, and gradually slowing down the pedal speed. So in 15 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resistance right off. Feel free to slow the pedal speed down below your default setting, below your natural rhythm.
But don't, as might be the inclination, cut the warm down short.
No.
It's not an opportunity to get off. You've got to flush
No,
things through, right?
Yeah, you've got to bring the body back to kind of as close as you can to pre-exercise state, so you can start by shaking yourself out, flexing the elbows and arms. Make sure you support yourself on the bike at the time. So I'll count you down minute by minute so we can gradually ease everything right down. So we're now approaching minute 27, and I'm going to slow down even further in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Audible change on the wheel.
I'll breathe on the muscle groups.
Yep. So I'm taking that load right off now.
So there we go, approaching the end of session 2. As Andy says, you don't have to do them in any particular order. We are releasing them in a particular order.
Yeah.
All these sessions help, but we are creating a program which will build and enable you to work a bit harder as the program comes.
I think it's key, as what Dom says there, to if you're starting off, then go easy on yourself on session 1 and 2. They are good sessions. They're really functional sessions. If you get so much out of them and you want to spend a few months, a couple of years just doing 1 and 2, that is absolutely fine, because you'll get a lot out of those workouts. They're half-hour in duration, which we think that most people hopefully can fit into their schedule, whether they're at home or in a kind of health club or gym. But yeah, you're going to get so much out of these. Yeah. We know, because we get so much out of them. We kind of road test ourselves after a few weeks of these, and we're like, wow, this is all I've been doing. I know I'm stronger. I'm going up that hill a bit quicker. My hips feel looser. So we know they're beneficial. Okay. So we're approaching the 29 minute. We're going to finish at minute 30. So I'm going to slow this right down now. Slow my leg speed right down. Relax my breathing. Oh, that's like body. Wow. Yeah. This always catches us, this session, doesn't it? It's a spin session. It always seems so unassuming, and yet it turns up with a baseball bat, doesn't it?
Well, it's the same profile as the previous session, but it does different things.
It does different things. Definitely does different things.
Either way, I end up feeling pretty tired and a bit sweaty at the end of it.
Oh, wow, yes, for sure. That's for sure.
So, as I've said, guys, please do remain engaged with the sessions. Look to the next one of the program, or repeat one of these. Do get involved in what we're doing. We really want to hear from you, and subscribe to the channel. That sort of goes without saying. And share us your thoughts, how your experience is going.
Yeah.
Anything. We can't get enough of that.
And if you've got friends that are, you think might want to get into this kind of exercise, then ping them the videos over, send them to them. Let's get some more people involved. Anyway, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the official end of the workout.
There we go.
I'm going to keep my legs spinning for another 60 seconds at a really slow rate because I just want to. Anyway,
that's it then.
That's
Thanks,
it.
Andy.
Thanks so much.
Session 2 is done. Stay with us and see you soon. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Bye.